I'm nervous to shoot film photography. My name is Walid Azami. I'm a very successful photographer, and I'm nervous to shoot film with this camera, my beautiful Hasselblad camera, gifted to me from my uncle, who, by the way, everyone says I look just like him. And whenever this uncle says, "Hey, son, have you played with the camera yet? Like, what's it look like?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm just getting started." And I feel really bad that I'm dishonest about it. So I want to change that. And I'm hoping that we can do this together. I really need the community support on this one. So I'd love your help in this voyage as I learn film photography with this Hasselblad camera, and I learn the ins and outs and everything. But before we go through that, I want to tell you my plan. And the first thing is I do feel like I'm in court and I want to go through the charge. So I've been charged with being afraid of this camera. I've been charged of never using it until now, sort of. I've told people that I have this camera. I've kind of been braggy about it, and I've even used it as a decorative piece for my YouTube channels. But really, here is why I'm nervous about it. Because I've done so well in my career, and because I teach others the business of photography and sometimes how to shoot and how to light and all that, I've felt like, how can you be new at something when you're so experienced somewhere else? And because photographers, when I first picked up my digital Canon camera and became a professional, I was told what I'm doing isn't really photography because that's really truly film photography. I allowed that to affect me, and I allowed that to grow within me. I allowed that fear to grow. This is not their fault. This is my fault. And I allowed myself to let people with a small mind tell me that what I did wasn't good enough and believe it. I allowed myself to use it as decor. That's all my fault, instead of a storytelling tool. So this is going to be episode number 1 on my quest to learn photography. I just want to do this in the most honest, transparent, vulnerable way. I'll use last year's keyword, in the most vulnerable way. So with that being said, none of what was accused or what I said earlier is a lie. But I do want to say that I've shot film before. I've shot film for Usher, as you can see on screen. I've shot film for Merrill Boots. I've used this beautiful Super 8 camera. There's still film in it. Oh my God. I've shot a lot of things. What is in here even? I'll be developing that. I've also shot, okay, so I have like an Instax camera. This is instant film. I've shot with this before. I've shot with my Polaroid camera before. That's film. So I don't want to say I've never shot film. I have a point and shoot camera. That's film. But I haven't shot film in the way that you load your film the right way on here. And, you know, higher stakes film. So that's why I wanted to just be really upfront about this. There is a whole other part to this, and that's the technical part. And now there's the plea about the technical aspect of this. I'm a self-taught photographer. I feel photographs. I know it sounds pretentious, but I feel them. I view the photos in black and white in the back of my camera because I only want to see how the light behaves and how it wraps around someone's face or a subject. That's why I shoot in black and white, so the color isn't distracting, but then I'm shooting in RAW and I'll make it in color later on. And so I always wondered, well, can I do that easily with film? Or if I suck at something, is it just gonna like take a week for me to find out that I was really bad about something? And so more than anything, I was afraid that I was going to go from an intuitive photographer to someone that is merely a technical photographer. I thought, okay, well, enough of being nervous, and I'm gonna do the time. They say, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime. Or a saying is something like that. So what I'm going to do is put myself out there publicly, and I've already done that. I'm gonna learn by asking the community, people like yourself, for help. Maybe you're really good at film photography. And you can say, Walid, I wouldn't do that. That was the wrong film to buy. Try this instead. Next time, look out for this. Your picture could come out better. I will wholeheartedly accept all of that. At the same time, I would encourage anyone to join me that have also wanted to shoot film, and have also wanted to pull out their dusty camera and learn with me. Because I'm literally going step by step on this. They're going to tell me what to do. I invite you to guide me. Like, tell me what to do. For example, look at this comment here, and then look at this comment here. This is the kind of beauty of the community that I love. of photographers. And so they're telling me, Walid, maybe you should go check it out and go make sure all the pieces are good and moving, etc. Okay, I that was not going to be my next move, I can tell you that right now. But now that is going to be episode 2. So if you want to follow, please click subscribe, because I'm going to now I'm going to show you how I found the person to examine my camera and give it like a tune-up. I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna film a little bit, I might even ask a few questions and then learn that process. From there, I'm hoping that you guys will tell me, Walid, now do this. Whether it's what kind of film to buy, where to buy it, where to develop it, you might need additional lenses, gear. I am open to anything and everything, and I can't think of anyone better to learn from than this community. I've been teaching you guys a lot about business. I stand by that on everything. But some of the stuff I also know, it's important to realize what you're good at and what you may not be good at. And I'm stepping back on this one. I am hoping that you might be able to give me some guidance. I'm still teaching the business of photography because no one knows that like I do. But I also know where I lack and when I lack, and that is it. Now, I have an overall big goal with this, and that I call the outcome, the correction of this. I like big goals, and I love my community, and I love the goal of jumping off the deep end with everything I do. My goal is to do a full shoot with this guy. Whether it's a magazine shoot, a celebrity shoot, brand, something that's gonna get published somewhere. And in the process, I'm gonna shoot many times. I'll show you guys the outcome of that, and I'll wait for your critique. And this is gonna be a really full series. If you wanna get into film, you can follow every single step and duplicate every single step. If you shoot film, you might wanna check on my development. My name is Walid Azami. My work is here. This channel largely teaches photographers how to grow their business, how to become a full-time photographer. This one is a new series where I am going to become the student, and I think that becoming the student also teaches me how to teach you better too in the business of photography. Thank you so much. Click subscribe because episode 2 will come, and this is going to keep building as I perfect film photography, or I hope I do. The end.